Good morning, YouTube. Morning. Well, I just hurried up this morning and got out of the hotel because I set my alarm for 7 to try and catch a bus, and I didn't get up till 9. Probably because I didn't fall asleep till about 4 o'clock. But I'm walking through Yambol and going to try and find a bus to Elhovo. So. I'm currently on the bus heading to Elhovo. I'm on the right way. So I spent about 10 or 15 minutes walking about that village. Couldn't really find anybody who spoke good enough English, and I don't know how to order a taxi because I could not find a taxi anywhere. I'm walking along this road now. It's a 2.5 hour walk where I'm going. And that's not a big deal normally, but I've got this big ass bag. It's getting quite warm. I don't know. I may try and find a ride by hitchhiking. Bit dodgy. We'll see. Well, this is an adventure and a half. Started walking out of Elhovo and I thought I'll either find a taxi or I'll hitchhike. Not happening. I've downloaded some apps, stopped at the only petrol station that I've seen and asked if they could order. And what I can understand, the girls are trying to say there is no taxis in this area. So yeah, I've got about an hour and a half. If I don't find any transport, I don't mind. It's just getting back. I don't want to do this twice. But it's Friday. I have to be back in Sofia basically by Sunday morning at the latest to get home. So yeah, wish me luck. This is probably the hardest bit I've done yet. Ciao. Well, I've been walking, I'm guessing about an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. I got stopped by the police a little while back because I was walking down the main road. And they were like, "What the hell are you doing?" Didn't speak English, but I used my translator on my phone to tell them what I was doing. And they pointed me in the right direction and let me go. So, I'm near the village of Elhovo. As you can tell, I'm very out of breath. But I should only have about a half an hour walk from here to find my house. Really lovely people. No idea. What's your name? Hello guys. So, I finally made it. I was on my long walk down and I had about 45 minutes left to go. When before I pulled up and done like a little U-turn and jumped out the car, I was thinking, oh, this is a bit dodgy. But the girl approached me and said, "Do you speak English?" I said yes. And she said, "From the car I just knew you were Irish." And I laughed and went yes, and spoke about where I was going and what I was doing, and they offered me a lift and they brought me here. And they were even kind enough to say that they'll come back and see if I need a lift back to the city. So I'm stood here in the house that I bought. It looks like it's been empty for what I'm guessing from the documents I've seen about 16 years. But the main building, except for being really, really dusty and full of cobwebs, the main building is absolutely solid. It just needs the gas and electric turned back on, which there's no point in doing now because I have to go home on Sunday. It's Friday now, and I'm going back to Yambol soon. But yeah, I'll just show you the house a little bit. So this will probably end up being my son's room. Let's see if I can get a little bit of light. Oh, hold on, wait, look at my neighbours. Let's see. A little bit of light here. The room's pretty bare. There's a few bed frames and stuff, but all that will be replaced. I love the wardrobes. Oh, look at this on my phone. Loads of old newspapers I think would probably be for lighting the fire. There is stuff in some of these cupboards, but there's a lot of personal effects that I haven't went through yet. Seems to be, had a guess that maybe some old woman had lived here. And there's room and beds for about 68 people. But it looks like she may have been alone in the last days. So, this is my garden. Concord grapes grow here. I'm guessing maybe the neighbours have picked them this year. I don't know. I'll see you again when we're back in summer. This dog really doesn't like me, but it's probably never seen anybody in the last 15 or 16 years in this house. There you go. This is my garage. I don't know what this is for. Really not sure. There's tools. All sorts of stuff, and I'm not really sure what they were doing. That looks like a roof rack off a car. I'm not going to touch anything because I don't know if I mentioned, but I hate spiders. This is the bit that's classed as the extension. Now there is a bit of damage here. I spoke to my builder about it. Because of the way the houses are built, it really shouldn't be a big issue. This was like some sort of work or storage space. And yeah, if you're wondering why I'm being such a wimp, it's because I really don't like spiders. Like a wet room. Hopefully all that still works. We'll find out when the electric gets turned back on. Just give me a minute to unlock this door. I tried to open that, but it looks like it's fallen off the hinges. I would just push it open and make a new one, but obviously I'm gone home, so I'm not doing it yet. Not sure what that is. Maybe something to do with the sewers, because I think the toilet is hooked up to the sewers properly. Some of them don't. May have been some animals or something. That's going to need replaced. And the windows are just covered up because it's been empty for, as I said, a long time. I'm not sure what that is, but my builder said he's going to come, and as long as I've got all the materials, he's just going to fix it for me. He's not going to charge me for the work. It's my fiance's uncle. I really don't want to walk around here again because I've been through a few times. It's all overgrown, but that's like an outhouse at the back. There's the indoor toilet and an outhouse there. I suppose that's good if you're doing work in the garden, all dirty. Just use that. So as I said, the main building looks spot on, but my partner's uncle is an absolutely fantastic builder. And then if you come through here, like obviously all this is mine. Some of the building quality on all the houses is really, really hilarious. They must just have a go themselves, but once I get her uncle over here and I have some money to buy the materials, this will come along nicely. But I'm not expecting it to be like a home in the UK. Like a show home, that's not what I want. I like this simple village life. I don't know if any of you watch Bald and Bankrupt, but I'm a big fan, and I love all the places he visits, and I think the way of life seems so simple and just like a really beautiful way of living. You know, I could grow some of my own vegetables and stuff here. But yeah, I obviously want it to be tidy, I want it to be nice, I want all this to be cut back and gone so I can actually use it. It's like everybody has a dog, and it's like all of the dogs are like, who's that Irish guy? He's not from here. Get him. Apart from the dogs, once they go quiet, all you can hear is like a little bit of farm equipment in the distance. It's really quite wonderful. So am I recording? Yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd actually pushed record. I'm just walking through the village. You can see, stuff's kind of like patched together. Ah, the horse and cart. I was wondering what they were doing. It looks like they're collecting sand and salt. When I was walking down here, I seen, after you come so far down the road, I seen a sign that said like danger zone, and then you went a little bit further and it told you to put said like a snow sign. Put snow chains on your tires if it's snowing. So obviously this must be quite a bad area in the winter, which I won't mind at all. I'll love that. But enough of looking at my face. The longer I stay here, the worse my hair and my beard gets. So have a look at everything else. A beautiful church. It is a beautiful church. It's the town hall. I think this is some kind of shop. It's on this. Open? Open to get drink?
Open now one, they open, let's go there.
Some of my favorite is. Did I know?
So I don't know if you've seen or heard any of that. I'm still a bit funny. I don't like walking about talking to the camera and pointing it in people's faces, especially when I can't speak enough Bulgarian to tell them what I'm doing. But business opportunities, maybe open my own business in the future. But yeah, basically I don't like to force it in their faces, so I'd rather put it down and hang it, and you might see a little bit of something, you might not. So I'm quite shy myself. That's why I'm never behind the camera. I'm never in front of the camera. I'm always behind it. Let's see. Yes, I've got a bit of a walk ahead. Well, quite a lot's happened since I left that village. Uh, the girl and the fella, Ian and Hannah, that offered me a lift to Sinapovo was going to come back and pick me up again. And they were going to take me back to Elhovo so I could find a bus. This was my plan, so I could find a bus to Yambol, but I wasn't really sure on how to do that. So I was hitchhiking along, waiting for them. The girl had said about 45 minutes and we can come and get you. So I just started walking just in case. I'd walked for about maybe an hour and pulled them a thumb out because she had quite a long drive to come and give me a lift. It was really, really kind. And if you see this, thank you very much. God bless you both. But they were going to come back and pick me up, but I had my finger out like a hitchhiker and someone stopped, a young guy. And if you ever see this young guy, Volkswagen Golf, thank you as well. But he picked me up and I told him Elhovo, and yeah, jumped in and we were flying down the road. He was doing about 120 miles an hour, overtaking like 3 or 4 cars on corners. It was a bit of crazy Bulgarian driving, but he was really nice. And we got near Elhovo and you had to make a left turn, and he was looking to go straight on. I said, where are you going? And he was going to Stara Zagorza. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but I knew Yambol was kind of the same direction, so I said, can you take me to Yambol? And he did. He was happy to. And when we got there, I tried to offer him money. He was like, no. I give him some money and just said, get yourself some drinks or something. Thank you very much. And yeah, my journey back to Yambol was made a hell of a lot easier thanks to the kindness of these people. So I'm sitting in Yambol at the minute. I've just had some pizza. Like, you can buy it by the slice here, and it only cost me £1.80 for this big slice of pizza, and it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Um, so my plan now, I was going to come back here and then £17 get you a hotel room for the night, but then I would have to get up in the morning, go to the train station, and spend 5 or 6 hours on the train. Technically, Saturday tomorrow is my last day because I had an email from EasyJet saying, with everything that's going on, you really need to be at the airport early, at least 2 to 3 hours to get checked in. So, with my flight being at 2 o'clock on Sunday, I'm going to need to be at the airport for about 11. So, Sunday's just gone. So I was thinking, there's a train leaves Yambol tonight. The train that I got from Sofia to here takes about 5-6 hours. It leaves Yambol going to Sofia at 12:15 tonight. It usually costs about 20 lev. So I'm thinking about getting on that, turning all the lights off, and getting my head down on the train. And that way I wake up in Sofia. I'll be pretty exhausted and stuff, but sorry, just a message popped up on my phone. I was reading it. Yeah, I'll be pretty exhausted, but at least I'll get to see Sofia during the day. As I arrived at night, I only seen a little bit during the day. But yeah, I'm gonna turn this off now because my battery's on 5% and I need to charge this. But it's been a really hard but brilliant journey. My feet are killing me, probably covered in blisters because they felt blistery before and I just kept walking. So I'm gonna be dead when I get back. But yeah, it's been fantastic. Yeah.